This dude is an absolute marauder, high-level wrestler, and when he is at his suffocating best, punishing UFC fighters on the canvas, looks like he might be able to make a real concerted world title run, at least to me.
You know, not many guys can use that skill set almost singularly. We saw how beating Nurmagomedov early in his career essentially just wrestle and dominate people. And that is the approach that this young man is taking. He is so good at getting in your face and making you work. You gotta be preemptive. You cannot allow him to grab your leg. If you get your leg, you're going down. You gotta be moving, you gotta stay on your feet, because this guy, if you get your leg, he's like a dog on a bone, and it's that single leg, a thing of beauty.
And he basically guaranteed a finish here tonight. Certainly believes the takedown is gonna be there, and we will not be surprised if he goes for one.
But John, is that in the matchup, or is that in his belief in his skill set that he's gonna finish this fight? Unreal.
So here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight in the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
Few guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense number 1. Jon Jones has stepped inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander King Khan Romanov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Go.
All right, so we get another look at Jon Bones Jones here tonight. He immediately takes the center of the octagon. We'll see if he goes to the striking here early. You know, he can also grapple with the best of them, but an obvious reach advantage yet again for Jon Bones Jones tonight. 84.5 inches in reach, something that is very difficult for opponents to counter. Early round 1 action here, and just like that, he gets him to the ground. Feels like a pretty significant moment here early, champ.
I mean, it's no secret what this guy wants to do. This guy wants to take you down, and he wants to grind you out. He got the takedown early. Let's see how long he can control this position and what amount of damage can he inflict on his opponent.
Jones is back inside control here. Oh, he's got him in the crucifix now, DC. All of that body weight on his opponent.
He's got all the weight on the upper body. His feet are free to do whatever. But the arm stuck between the legs. He is now going to start dropping hammer fists. He's going to start dropping elbows. This is one of the nastiest positions in all of fighting.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Romanov getting work here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. All right, so the head damage continues to land, and at this point, man, gotta think the ringside physician is even getting antsy to check it.
Oh, yeah. You could tell that they want to check it out. But hats off to his opponent, putting together a great game plan for staying on that face, making sure that when he saw the swelling start, he continued to drive him down that path to where he is right now, where he's almost unrecognizable.
Jones is able to transition back to side control now. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are. Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar tie. That's a big strike right there. So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more. Nice leg kick. Right into a takedown.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Nice connection there by Jon Jones, and he is fighting with a definite killer instinct here tonight, DC.
And you have to have it, because the target's always on your back when you're the UFC champion. Jones seems destined to keep that title right now.
Late round action now, and the storyline has been Jon Jones really from the outset. Back to the jab now. Romanov's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Romanov's able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds.
Oh, nice.
All right, side control now. Alexander Romanov's in half guard. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Side control now. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slips through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
Jones is attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. 15 seconds to go. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Jones.
That submission looks tight.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally, probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Nice spinning attack to the body lands for him.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Nice land there by Johnny Bones. Mike Winklejohn told me before the fight you haven't seen 30% of what Jon Jones does in the gym, and starting to show you some of those new wrinkles here tonight.
Oh, that's over right.
Oh, man, huge strike lands, and now he's going to tell him about it, too. I'm no lip reader, but that was not nice.
Not nice.
Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here. Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Alexander Romanov's back in side control. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Good work from the top here by Romanov. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop the stuff.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position. He's doing a great job of recognizing that he's damaging his opponent, and he keeps going to that spot.
Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this a couple times, no?
This is one of my favorite techniques. I got Volkan Ozdemir here, and I just landed punch after punch after punch. They didn't have to be hard, but if you can land 30, 40 strikes in a row, the referee will have no choice but to finish the fight.
Oh, he's got him in the crucifix now. A lot of body weight from the top position. If you're on bottom here, this is not a good place to be.
You have got to free one arm. You cannot worry about both of them. Get one free, and then start building towards doing something else. But the first step is to get an arm free to start trying to be able to defend yourself. You have nothing blocking your face when you're in this position.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington.
That is it! John Jones takes the judges out of it, gets the finish.
What a fight! What a fight!
Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 43 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, John Bones Jones!
All right, so you heard it there from Bruce Buffer. John Jones, your winner by TKO here tonight, and that has got to feel good.
It's got to feel good to get a TKO victory. But if you know John Jones, if you watch John Jones, it's a matter of setting a person up. Once he gets them hurt, his finishing instincts are second to none. And that was on full display tonight as he gets his TKO victory.
And you got to think it's a title situation next for the future Hall of Famer and former light heavyweight champion, Johnny Bones Jones.
Several discrepancies. Other up, it's nothing but death in your death.